So if you are an international student applying for OPT, you might be considering the option of OPT premium processing. And in this video, I'm going to share some crucial insights to help you understand when the OPT premium processing route is the best choice for you, and on the flip side, when this route is not the best choice for you, as I think that the vast majority of international students applying for OPT who are considering using the OPT premium processing are choosing the OPT premium processing for the wrong reasons. And that's starting right now. Hey, if you're serious about accelerating your job search, saving yourself hundreds of hours of frustration, you've got to get our exclusive career guide for international students, which you can download at sojournerscholar.com/career-guide. Also linked in the description section below. Inside, you're going to get our handpicked list of the best 250 plus US companies across several industries that our team has diligently vetted for their hiring and long-term retention of international students like yourself. So if you're currently looking for OPT positions, or you are on the OPT right now, this resource can definitely help you identify the best US companies that will meet your immediate H-1B sponsorship needs, as your next big opportunity is just one click away. So don't miss out. Head over to sojournerscholar.com/career-guide to get our limited offer of 70% off today. And back to the video. So firstly, what exactly is USCIS premium processing? Now, you can think of premium processing as USCIS's fast pass ticket that allows you to jump way ahead of the line on certain underlying petitions or applications. And currently, the Form I-765 employment authorization petition that's filed by F1 international students seeking optional practical training, or OPT as you know it, is one of the few petitions that are eligible for USCIS premium processing. Now, keep in mind that this could be either the pre-completion OPT, the post-completion OPT, or the 24-month STEM OPT extension. And when USCIS accepts an application for premium processing, USCIS guarantees that the underlying petition for which you're seeking premium processing will receive a decision anywhere between 15 to 45 calendar days. And in the case of the OPT premium processing, USCIS guarantees a decision within 30 days. Now, while that sounds enticing, it is important to clear up that premium processing does not guarantee your approval of your OPT application. Neither does it grant you any form of special treatment outside of the faster response time that you receive. In other words, if your petition would normally be rejected or approved by USCIS if you took the standard processing route, with premium processing, you will get the same rejection or approval, just a whole lot faster. So how and when do you apply for the OPT premium processing? Well, you have two methods, which are one, a paper-based method or a traditional filing by mail, or you can apply for your premium processing request online. And while both of these methods are quite effective, going online might save you some time and minimize many of the common errors and mistakes that people make when they file by paper. As for when you can file your request for the OPT premium processing, this could be done at the time of your initial filing for the OPT, or in some cases you can choose to request premium processing after you filed your OPT application. However, some people prefer to wait until they've received their USCIS receipt notice for the initial OPT petition before they file the premium processing request. Now, we have to put the benefits of the OPT premium processing into perspective. And at the time of this video, the standard OPT processing time, where I'm defining standard as the length of time it takes 80+% of applicants to receive a decision, is 1.5 months counting from the date their application is received by USCIS. So when you compare that to the 30 days guaranteed by premium processing, the time savings for most people who are filing the OPT is only about 50% faster. And this leads me to the next point, which is the time savings you get from the OPT premium processing worth the cost. At the time of this recording, the non-refundable fee for the OPT premium processing is $1,500. And keep in mind that you will be paying this in addition to the non-refundable filing fee for the OPT application, which at the time of this video is $410, which brings the total filing fee for your OPT application just shy of $2,000. Ouch. Now, there will be a link to the USCIS fee calculator in the description section below, where you can find the most recent filing fees for all USCIS petitions. The other thing to question is, how useful is the time savings of OPT premium processing really? You see, while the standard OPT processing time could take up to 3 months in some cases, you can minimize the impact of this long processing time if you just applied early for the OPT. Take, for example, the post-completion OPT, which is the most used among the 3 types of OPT. Considering that you're allowed to submit your application for post-completion OPT as early as 3 months before your graduation date, which, by the way, I highly recommend that everyone filing for post-completion OPT applies as early as possible. And the earliest date that you're allowed to begin working on post-completion OPT is the day after your graduation. It will make very little sense to apply for OPT premium processing when you very likely could get the exact same on-time decision from USCIS if you just applied earlier. Not to mention that even though USCIS processes your application later than the start date you requested, you won't be accruing the 90 days of OPT employment time until your OPT EAD card has been delivered to you. So don't let the fear of receiving your OPT EAD card later than the start date you chose when applying for OPT scare you into applying for the OPT premium processing. And in the case of the STEM OPT extension, if you submitted a timely STEM OPT extension application to USCIS, you are allowed to continue working for an additional 6 months while your STEM OPT application is being processed. So there should be no worries of your employment authorization ending right after your initial post-completion OPT ends. So as you can see, many of the instances where you might find yourself desperate to expedite your OPT application using premium processing are highly preventable by simply applying early. However, with that said, I do see some cases where it makes sense to file for the OPT premium processing. One situation is for the unfortunate case where you have a job offer with an inflexible early start date and you have an OPT application that's been stuck in the USCIS system, or when additional processing times are required, such as in the event of a request for evidence sent by USCIS on your OPT application. Another scenario where exploring premium processing does make sense is if you find yourself in a position where you can't apply for the OPT early. Say for example, your school's international student office is severely backlogged in issuing the updated Form I-20s for students applying for OPT. So if you happen to fall into one of those situations where a job offer is on the line, you should go ahead and watch this video that pops up on the end screen, also linked in the description section below, where I walk you through step by step how to file for your premium processing request online.